is on Amari Cooper. He was a defensive headache a week ago, nearly hitting 200 yards receiving. It's the Browns and the Commanders, and it comes your way.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Commanders making their way out.
And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On first down, right back to Gibson. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago.
17 carries, 55 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect to maybe throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. He'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Cade York for the extra point.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. On the return, Deontay Hardy. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
They'll try the left side with Gibson. They'll get this to about the 38. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gibson again.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to get to 35. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Thomas brings it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Logan Thomas.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it was capped off by the Logan Thomas touchdown catch. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Watson going to keep it again. And he couldn't get rid of the football. Trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to take it?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Oh, heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Yeah, on 3rd down, you know, those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A give running right is Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Browns now at 2 and 5 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On 1st down, Watson. Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. From the red zone now, Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Throwing again on second down. Watson. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. Amari Cooper. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns have regained the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Antonio Gibson as he's set for another drive. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. A give to Gibson running right. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. Now the defense is going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing a 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Watson. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st and 10, Watson. Touchdown, Browns! Anthony Schwartz as the first half is winding down. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime to get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
So here are the Browns to take over. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Now a dump off here complete, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 by a few inches. That'll be a first. Here's Watson. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down the field as well.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. At CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. They'll look to throw here on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
And they certainly paired up to the top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
The kick by Bass is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders are able to get a score back in the final stages for this 3rd quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. From the 50, it's Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
There's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21. Here's Watson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop him. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Touchdown! Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. They'll set up a throw.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
This is caught. It's Hardy. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Elijah Moore
from 6 yards away.
And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts
as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And Watson's going to throw it here.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
What a performance.